set a timer. That's fine. Turn this off. And hello, everybody. Here we are. um, back for session 47. Oh man, I gotta get something juicy for us for 50. Session 47, Sundered Faete. We've been at this for a while. This is technically the start of our 8th arc, too, by the way. So welcome to the 8th arc. Super glad we've got Carly back with us. Yay! And viewers, so nice to have you here hanging out with us. Hi, Zen. Yay! All right, we're up and running. Here we go. I'm not quite sure if Dia will be tonight, but possibly. If so, we'll just gooch him on in. We've had a whirlwind adventure. Currently, most of our crew, because of course Tuna's been missing. Oh, damn it. All right, thanks. I forgot to change the title. Shame on me. And I'm a terrible multitasker, so I'm going to change the title and then I'll get right back to what we were talking about. Yeah, Tuna has been missing ever since the explosion on the boat, or meteor rather, resulting from meteor strike. Let's see, we're in episode 47. All right, we are D&D 5e homebrew. Let's go have some fun with long lost friends. There we go. Mission point. All right, adjusted. Thank you. Yeah, Zen 47 is wild. Oh, it's so exciting. So, we've worked out timelines as to what's been up with Tuna and everything. We'll kind of go over a little of that in the beginning here, I think. We might role play that out a little bit. If every, players are okay with that. And I'll just sort of guide it along. And everyone is set to head to God Eye Harbor from the later Feor and Dia anyway, to grab something for Nithrana to try and convince Nithrana to join on Aveline's behest, sort of a bartering chip. Get Aveline to get into this crew, and then they can kind of work on her from there. Like, we need your help, yeah, and maybe you can see the light, see the way we're doing things while you're here a little better. And that's where we're at. So, so many fun things. It is. I'm gonna back up time a little bit. We kind of wrapped with the crew spending about a week in Oberman's Mill to resupply and such. Legion, did you end up picking up some armor? Good, good, good. A little shopping, just a little rest, enjoying the floating house, and otherwise. They'll be leaving on the 13th, but I'm going to back us up to about a little over a week ago when you first got to Overman's Mill. Because Tuna, as everyone learned a little bit, someone matching Tuna's description. There's not that many tieflings here in the world, but you never know. Was found sort of around that area once Aveline knew she's sending out like crews and ships and rescue things to try and find Tuna on everyone's behalf. And they heard word from a merchant vessel that someone matching Tuna's description had been effectively fished out of the sea and brought to South Belmont. But whoever it was couldn't remember anything. They had amnesia. And for you, Tuna, of course, arriving in South Belmont, why don't you tell us a little bit about what you remember and what you don't currently, or at least like what parts of life you remember currently, I guess would be the best way to put it.
Yeah, so I'm Irie Greywater and I'm a smuggler in North Belmont. Um I've been at it for a couple years now. Don't really know what happened. I guess I was on a job and something went wrong, and I kind of got shipwrecked or something. I don't really know, but that's yeah, it's what I've been doing my whole life up to this point. So
Love
yeah.
it. I love it so much. Um, Irene, who is just a lifelong dream to be a pirate. Something else that might raise an interest to you, Tuna, is that you have around your neck. You were found with this scarf, sort of a thing that's very much akin to the one that your pirate idol uses. And so, did something fantastical happen, and you got to meet them? Or what happened that someone gave you this?
That's what Tuna likes to believe is, and they're so, or Irie likes to believe they're so
Hmm.
frustrated about it because like this is Calgoria's. Like, was I on a job with Calgoria and I don't remember it? Like, did I get hit in the head that hard?
Oh, I love it.
That's what they've convinced themselves of. So
Amazing. Perfect. Settled in to South Belmont, trying to get your bearings. Over the next, or over the past couple of days, and over the next couple, every so often you hear voices in your head, conversations, like you're tuning into another group's conversation somehow. I imagine, at one point you'd probably want to maybe try and reach out if that sounds.
I mean, I feel like for the first little bit, they're
Mhm.
convinced, like, okay, I hit my head real hard. But after a while, I'd be like, is this a real thing? Like, that's what, like, they would think. They'd be like, are you real? I think would be the first thing. So,
Awesome. Oh, right. Yeah, I totally blank. Sorry. Yeah. I'll do that. Oops. Okay. All right. So yeah. So you're getting that because I was trying really hard to find some of the conversations they had, but I couldn't scan well enough to find them last minute. But there's definitely some bizarre, like, and who is this, and what are they thinking, and like, we should do this. It's all like covert hush. So by day 4, 5, if you wanted to reach out, what do you think you'd say?
yeah, I think I would say, like, are you just in my head or are you, what is this? What's going on?
Or your tune's voice saying that.
Holy shit!
Tuna? Is that fucking tuna?
Why are we yelling about fish? What are you talking about?
Oh fuck. This is what Evelyn was warning us about, isn't it?
Mm. Um, do do you remember us?
Who was us?
Okay. Okay. Um,
Leora, Ladrin, Dia. Any of these names?
No. I'm sorry. I don't.
No, no, it's fine.
it's not your fault.
Fine. It's not your fault. No.
Where are you?
I'm in South Belmont.
Right.
Cool. Out of the dragon chat, Ladrin's going to focus on Feyor and be like, should we direct them to where we're going next? To God's Eye Harbor? Yes?
I mean, yeah, we need to be able to meet up with them and fix this. I'm sure Dia would prefer their partner remembering them.
Oh, that gives me time to sleep. Wait, do I still have it? I wonder if I still have it.
They've just started ignoring you, Irene. Like they were talking and then they dropped off the face of the planet.
Are you there still? Is this just like a sometimes thing or a
No,
Oh.
this isn't all the time thing. Sorry.
okay?
Sorry.
Hey!
We were way too loud for Serena.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Hi, Serena. Perfect timing.
Hello,
We're-
Okay,
All
okay, go
right.
ahead.
So I'll pause and just kind of get Serena caught up. Since it's probably a juicy point for Dia to be in there. We were just covering Tuna's situation, what they're, or rather, as Carly shared, Irie's situation because they're Irie. They're a smuggler and not sure what happened on their last mission. Something must have gotten hit in the head pretty hard. Um, and that's that's the extent of their memory. And they've been hearing voices in their head the past 3 or 4 days and finally decided, okay, I'm going to respond. Because at first they were like, okay, yikes, I really hit my head hard. And now they're like, all right, it's persisting. And of course, everyone was like, oh, is it Tuna? Is that you? And they're like, fish? Why are we talking? Like, what are we?
Where'd that come from?
So we haven't gotten too far in the conversation. Ladrin was basically put Irie on hold, or didn't just transition out of the dragon chat to talk to Feora and you about like should we have them meet us at God Eye? But please jump in. We can even like backtrack a little bit if you want. This is like you catching up or you being stunned maybe initially like and you've got your bearings
Okay.
again.
Okay. Mm.
Don't remember us. I have a
Mm.
plan.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's a good thing I didn't do what I wanted because that would be quite inappropriate given you have no idea who we are, who I am. Wow. Do you need anything, Irene?
I mean, I don't think I need anything. You asked me where I am. Where are you?
Oh!
Why can I hear you? What is that?
Oh, okay. So we're all linked together due to well, we met my grandmama. Well, I guess she add another great my great grandmama, and she linked all of our minds together so that we could communicate. I didn't think that the long distance would but I'm glad that it does. Yes.
Why was I involved in this? Do I know you? Is that part of what I forgot? Were you part of the crew?
That cuts deeper
Breathe,
than I thought it
Dia.
would.
Please breathe.
Breathe in, breathe out.
Yeah.
Have some tea. I'm making tea, by the way. I'm making some calming ass tea.
Thank you. Yes, we know each other quite well. We've traveled together for some time.
Oh, I'm very sorry. I forgot then. That's very rude of me.
Not your
Your fault.
fault.
It's okay. Grievous head injuries will do that.
Mm-hmm. It's very true. So at the current moment, we are in I've forgotten everything in my brain. We're
Overman's
at
Mill.
Thank you. Yes, we're at Oberlin's
At our
Mill.
house. Mhm.
Yes, we're at our house. All the furniture has been delivered and built to exactifications. So it is your house as well. We earned it all together because we are venturing together, saving the world and such things.
Oh well, that's very nice. I don't really know what to say to that. Sorry, it's a lot.
Yes, I can see. Ooh.
To Ivory,
Yeah.
what's the last thing you remember?
I just accepted a job. Something about smuggling into Avalon. I don't know.
Oh
That's
boy.
so far back. Ah.
Oh, fuck me.
Adrian gets out her spells and just tries to figure out which one she needs to prepare to fix this. Oh, greater restoration is in fact already selected. Okay.
Right. So okay, all right. So a lot has happened then in the context of well, we can tell you what's happened when you've met us and what's happened since that particular moment. Those other steps to fill in might come with time. Where do you know where you are currently?
Yeah, I'm in South Belmont right now. That's where, I guess, after I got shipwrecked, where I got kind of dumped.
Mm-hmm. All right. Oh, it's okay. Let me take a pause. Let me history to level up so I can get teleport. See if we can get there quickly. Let me see.
I think double check. It might be teleportation circle that you get first.
Circle. It might be
You
teleportation
do get
circle.
to
Let me check.
learn two sequences for two locations when you learn the spell within that would
Ooh.
make sense.
Okay.
So you might know one in South Belmont, but it's probably your family's under the control of your family. The other one
Could be funny.
would be wherever another place that you've gone where you would have picked up. You know what? Probably might be. I know they're not that far apart. Maybe North Belmont because of your aunt could give you that one. It could be Oberman's Mill because Aveline can give you that one. But as far as where you've explored and would have had access, if it's teleportation circle.
Okay. I believe it is as well. Give me 1 minute because I have
Yeah.
to do all the leveling up things. Please continue speaking in character. I was like, I just need a moment to focus as I think of
It's a paper bag.
Here's some tea.
Thank you.
Extra chamomile.
Look, Irie, probably this all probably sounds really weird coming from people that you don't have any memory of. So we're strangers. God. We need to meet so we can fix you respectfully.
Restore your memory. Ish.
Ish.
Okay.
Yeah, ish, because I've never done that before.
I keep feeling sneezes coming on. Sorry.
Oh no. Oh, the sneezes.
I mean, yeah, I'm fine with that. I don't really have much going on here, anyways. Might as well.
Okay. Concerned about the lack of survival instinct with that ready acceptance, but giving your memories back will probably fix that. I'd hope. Listen, can you meet us at God's God's
God's Eye Harbor.
God's Eye Harbor?
Yeah, why is that difficult for you to
I hate
say?
that place. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay. I mean, it'll take me a while to get there, but
It's going to take us longer. It's fine.
okay. Then, I mean, yeah. If you guys are telling the truth, then I don't I mean, if you're in my head, I feel like at this point, might as well just take it as it is. And we did adventure together, then yeah, we need to get back together.
Maybe they know Kalgorga.
Sidebar. When's the next full moon?
Oh fuck.
Oh, yep, I just thought about it.
Shit.
Oh, I texted Dan about it earlier today. I was like, hey, by the way.
Well, today, by the end of the week, this is earlier in that week. You're taking that week at Over Mountains. At the end of the week, it's going to be the 13th of October, which is just a hangnail moon. You'll have basically 2.5 weeks until the next full moon once you leave Orban's Mill.
And how long is it going to take to get to God's Eye?
And what's the date
It's
for the full moon?
well, it's in the calendar. It's God Eye Harbor. This is the heads up, and it's up to you which way you want to navigate. I put a map in chat earlier to help you figure out which way you'd like to go. So you can take the long ass road trip down on the actual road, which is safer, but you'd have to go down all the way around the mountain ranges there, past Crystal Brook, and then loop back up through the Wildwood Thicket, past Sunhaven, all the way up to the peninsula to God Eye Harbor. Or you can take the off-road route and kind of head it's mostly east, a little south. You'll see it cuts across the northern part of the mountains. On the edge of the mountains, it gets a little tricky there, a little extra dangerous because it's just mountains and ocean, like cliffside. But there's like 4 days of traveling through that. That'll cut off like a month and a half of travel if you go that way. It's like about 3 months, just shy. It's 1 week shy of 3 months if you cut across. It's about 4.5, almost 5 months if you go all the way around. So up to you. Irie, just with your sailing anyway, it's about 3 months to sail up the coast to get to God Eye Harbor.
Okay.
What's the current date?
I mean, we're role playing a few days earlier, but like ultimately will be at the end of this week. It'll be the 13th of October. October, yeah.
Okay. Irie?
Mm-hmm.
I'm so okay. I'm so unused to the name. I was like, that's what it is, right?
Oh.
I don't even know how to start this conversation. This is like
So you're a
puberty
werewolf
conversation.
and beware the full moon. But the last I have figured out, like you and your wolf are like besties.
Okay,
I
but
don't
how's that
remember.
shaped with amnesia? Does the wolf
Huh?
have amnesia?
Why?
Oh
I
my
don't
god,
know.
does the wolf have amnesia?
Wait, are
This
you
is
guys
gonna
saying this
suck.
in the dragon chat right now?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
everything.
What are you talking about?
Steer clear of parts of. Was it in South Beaumont? Oh, there's hunters there, aren't there?
In South?
Or is
Or
it
did we
South
go
or
to-
is it?
You don't know.
What was it? Oh my
no,
god.
the one that we were at.
You were at North Belmont, where there were hunters.
Okay.
You're not sure if there's any in South.
Well,
That's fine. I mean, there might be. They're not that far apart.
just do not accept any newspaper articles from
They're gonna
kids.
have other tricks.
Irene,
Well,
I'm
it's
gonna ask you to just roll like Irie's like insight check because it started out like, okay, we probably know each other because we can talk in our brain, and then it's like we're saving the world adventurers, and then it's like we have a house together, and then oh, you're a werewolf, and it's just stacking
Yeah.
up. So if you don't mind,
Yeah. It's a dirty 20.
okay, so
God.
take whatever you'd like with that. If you know, it's I imagine they sound relatively trustworthy despite, how
Yeah.
wild it is.
I mean, I feel like at this point, I'm just like, okay, sorry. I think I've missed a few pages here.
Yes.
Okay,
Maybe
so we
we should
wanted
just
to. Oh no, you don't want the full recap right now?
maybe we should just wait. I'm still trying to figure out when it is right now. I'm a little out of it. It's been a long
Mm,
couple weeks.
Just didn't want you to get surprised whenever
No,
the full moon happens.
I appreciate it. I just one step at a time, I think.
Oh yeah, sure.
I can
mean-
be in Godai Harbor in 3 months, give or take, depending on resupplies.
Yeah, we're still working on our route.
I mean, if there's somewhere else that we could meet, then I mean, I'm fine with that. It's just it sounded like you were headed there either way.
I think. Okay, so I can know 2 locations at the start.
Mhm.
But I believe that you are correct that they need to have yeah, 2 destinations on the material plane. And they are determined by the GM.
Yeah, just really for me, it's anything that makes sense. A place that you'd be familiar with that would give you the key because they're not, they're not given freely. They want to make sure it's safe people coming and traveling. You
Understood.
would probably have that from your family,
Yeah.
in South Belmont, but that'll be right
Right.
in the, smack in the family's control.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Right. So, turning to everyone else, how reckless do we want to be? Just as a quick
I think that's
wondering.
more in your court to decide. This
That
is
is fair. Right. So, I do have a way that we can get to South Belmont quickly. It is just that we will be right in the middle of my family's home.
Oh,
And so then we just have to get out and go. It'll be a bit of a loud exit.
Make
Is
a history check, Dia. Just
of
if you don't mind,
course I
just
have
to
no problem. I'm just gonna pick a cantrip really quick.
nice.
'Cause,
Please do.
I
Yeah.
haven't finished leveling up. I'll go back and edit later.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
Feel
I'm the
free to
one
add that
who.
first if you want, or go back.
Yeah. I'm just gonna add. Let's just add poison spray real quick. We'll just do
Please.
it later.
I'll get my dice while you do, because we need to do our. Definitely, we're gonna need some rolls tonight
Okay.
here. DM
History
inspo.
check incoming.
Mm-hmm.
Natural 1 for a
Okay.
total of 6.
So you don't recall being over to this teleportation circle in the family
Right.
compound that frequently.
Okay.
But you do, my gosh, you do remember, because you don't know much with a 1, but I mean, you remember it's in a location, it's well controlled, because everything in that compound is well controlled. So I'll leave it at that. You don't have any like how centered is it? How many levels down is it? How many
Mhm.
guards? But you just know everything on that compound is very secured and well monitored, controlled because it's on the family's actual compound.
Right. Okay. So that might not be our best option.
So you
s-
can
it-
just wanted you to have the info.
Understood. Right. So it is probably the most reckless plan. It is probably one of the most guarded things in my home, but everything is. We have the resources to have a lot of people very well paid, very loyal, and not keen to probably let me go should they find me. I think the other option would be to I could probably call my Tati and get a teleportation circle for North Belmont. My Tita. Make sure I'm pronouncing that right. My Tita. I got that
Mm.
incorrectly. Yes. My Tita, and get uh an understanding of the teleportation circle and get us there to North Belmont. And that would probably be the quickest way and safer.
Then let's look into those options.
Mhm.
If it doesn't look like it's going to pan out, Irie, we will let you know. It'll be the difference of a month.
It's a week travel by boat from south to North Belmont. So if that's the difference that you're.
Mhm.
I can.
I mean, like if we have to go through the road versus like.
You'd only be off by a 1 week. Take you all 1 week shy of 3 months if you cut across. It'd take Irie 3 months to get there. So you'd arrive like a week before Irie if you cut across.
No.
And they sail all the way up.
Well, I guess what I'll just say is we can just tell each other if something comes up differently.
So
But for right now,
head north.
I
I
mean,
think
if
that's
they're in south and we're able to get to north, we could just wait the week, have them wait the week instead of treacherous journey alone. And we just meet them and then treacherous journey together.
I think
Yeah.
I think getting together is I think that would be the best course of action.
Yes. And then I could like
Huh?
do a little bit of research on curing amnesia. I'm going to go to the Zenith Institute and go talk to my old
Okay.
poking and prodding buddies. Be like,
Love
hey,
it.
what's up?
Excellent. Great.
I'll meet with the guild and see if they've had any experience.
Mm-hmm.
But it is just the Oberman faction, so I'm not sure how well versed they're gonna be.
Mm-hmm. Okay. How do you all want to wrap the convo then? This particular one.
I'm very happy to hear that you're all right.
I'm glad. I guess. I'm sorry. I don't.
I understand. It's just very I'm very happy. So there's no expected reciprocation just on my end. We'll see you soon.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. This is kind of giving me a headache. So maybe we'll just keep each other updated. Just if something changes.
Mm-hmm. Of
Otherwise, I'll see you there.
course.
With that,
Yeah. And this is Ladrin, by the way. This is what my voice sounds like. You were just talking to Dia, and then
Okay.
the other one was Feora. Just so we know.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. I didn't even
Yeah.
think to ask. I'm sorry. It's all a lot. I didn't even think to ask.
No, it's fine. It's fine. You just get some rest, drink some tea, and she'll list off like a couple of herbs just to have out there, and we will chat soon.
All right.
wonderful. And with that, a very bittersweet ending to a bittersweet reconnection with Irene. I'll add, Irene, that you're not they're talking about werewolves, this and that, but you're not too worried because you just had 4 nights of a full moon, and you were fine. I mean, you had a little bit of a headache. You kind of remember. I remember you don't remember anything happening. Yeah. With that, we'll finish that day. We'll have a week here to sort out plans. Dia, you're asking your Tita Layla, right? About
Yes.
that? Okay.
Teleportation circle inscription.
Excellent. So I think the three big things then. Let's see. Ladrin, you were going to go talk to the folks at the Research Institute. You get a
Yes.
grand, excited welcome. Gosh, what's her name? Not Ira. What was her name? Ida is
Oh.
there as well. The research assistant, she's getting her PhD and all that.
Yes. For it in my notes. Adela.
Adela, okay. They're both really, or Adela's the main lady, right? And then there's the.
Is the oh, you're looking for the assistant?
Yeah.
That is Laudane.
Laudane, thank you, Laudane and Adela.
Laudane.
Okay.
Okay.
So they're excited to see you as a friend. Adela's like a friend and like your research specimen. So like, well, tell me all the updates, this and that. They are able to inform you a little bit about most cases of amnesia that they've seen and assisted with. The Greater Restoration spell can work wonders, but it's not necessarily a cure-all. Often what it'll do is reset the mind physically so it's ready, but it often takes prompts, bring people back through familiar places and familiar things, and it will trigger these memories. And at one point, everything will come flooding in. But greater restoration is needed to like set that in place, have it prepped and ready, so that the physical damage is set. Fiora, as far as speaking with the guild, you get roughly the same answers. Greater rest and cash, the higher level the caster makes a difference, but typically it's the same thing. You get it healed, and then they just need some trigger points, some guidance to start remembering things. That trigger said. Also, though difficult to find, the components for the mirror have been found, and the two working on it have completed it. It is an intact, operable mirror. In fact, you get a visit from our girl, our Bamping girl. Gosh, what on earth is her name? Crystal. In an opportune time when you're secluded, poof. Why the sigh? It's me.
I know. Just
Is it a bad
well,
time?
no, it's not.
Okay.
What's up? Is everything okay?
Well, you had us working on can't remember the other person's name, but the mechanical person, head mechanical person on this. Now we got it fixed. The components we actually had to go into the Dragon's Hoard. But she gave us the go ahead to like do what we needed to get the pieces. Very arcane in nature, and some alloys that we had, but one of those from one of the previous primes. But it's all put together, all reassembled. So this is I don't know if there's probably an official name for this when whatever prime this came from. It's not from ours. But this is definitely some variation of a ley line mirror. These hold like if you place them in line with the power of a ley line, it takes that much energy to activate the mirror's full potential. it can be, of course, we did so we tested with a ley line, and there was a whole prison cell that activated, like 9 different like high security prison, so no one in them, thank goodness. um, that there was it's eerie to stand in front of the mirror. There's like a chill, cold air, and it's almost like your reflection's peering back into you, and it's not you. Um, I made sure that there wasn't any entity or anything in it, and there isn't. I think it's just the nature of this mirror is highly magical. I think there are some reality reshaping properties too. But in order to access like those, it seems like you'd have to find a place where 2 ley lines intersect. Um, it's it happens, of course, in a few places. There's even a third and final tier to this, it seems. I don't know what benefits that offers, but it's been hypothesized that there are, as we can't detect all ley lines, some are very prominent and close to the prime material plane, so easy to detect. Others are very reserved but powerful. There may be places, it's suspected, in the globe here where 3 intersect. Um, that's what this mirror will require to activate its fullest potential. Some of that reality altering magic, and otherwise, I couldn't tell you more unless we're able to test it. 2 ley lines intersecting or 3. But it's a pretty powerful. I consider it an artifact. It's really cool. And then, it's here, and it takes it out, and it's folded up into that little nice, looks like a large locket, right? It's all metal on the outside. You toss it, you set it down, and you say the command word, and it turns into the mirror. And you go to pick it up, and it turns into this compact. Has some other. We weren't able to test all the uses because I know you said there's a priority in engaging its safety, um, and danger level, making sure there wasn't anything living inside of it, and then getting it back to you. Um, I think it might have some conditions to have some reflective magic. If you were to time it right, you might be able to reflect the spell, but I don't think you can do it too often without damage. I think that's how this got damaged in the first place. So I wouldn't advise that, but it's here. It's a last ditch effort. But that's all I can tell you for now, unless you play around with it in a ley line, or better yet, find where 2 intersect, set it up, or buy the property and make it secure and set up. Or ideally, if you ever find a place with 3, that's where it'll be maximized. I can talk about it all day, figure, but I don't. I know you got business. It just goes to hand it over to you.
Thank you. I appreciate the diligence.
Of course. If you find any of those other locations, let me know, please. I'd love to further investigate that thing.
Absolutely. It'll be the first call.
Is you sure everything's all right, Figura?
You remember Tuna?
Yeah. You're fun.
Yeah, also they also have amnesia. So
Oh,
and they're out in South Belmont.
that's heartbreaking.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I think Ladrin knows the spell.
Oh, Adrian, yeah.
I don't know. Magic shit.
Yeah. I'm sure you'll get them back to, their memories. I know it's going to be tough in the meantime. But you got this.
Thank you.
All right, boss. Well, I'm gonna head back. Thank you so much. See ya. And, walks down the next alley. All right. And then Dia, you contact your Tita Layla, who is just ecstatic to hear from you already. It's been just a few days. Oh, Pound Queen. Oh, it's a delight. Yes, wonderful. Um, well, if you need access to that, absolutely, absolutely. It's we keep it relatively rather secure. There's only a handful of people. Well, I can't say a handful. You know, we use it for not for commerce, but for the business leaders, those that we want to bring in and bring out, make the deals where the big money is. But it's secure.
All right.
I
All right.
she gives you the
So-
code.
Mhm. Okay, everyone, I have the code. So whenever we're ready, we can proceed. It will only take it takes about a minute, and I need chalk. And do we have a bag of gems that are not diamonds?
Yeah, you can't take.
No, I don't.
diamonds.
I don't need the diamonds. I just need other gems.
I
As
can
she rummages the bag of holding, let's see.
Hmm.
Blue mushroom, oil substance, liquor, creepy ass. I forgot that was in there. Blue. We have a blue diamond the size of 2/4, and hydra scales.
Mm,
That I don't
I
think
wonder-
we sold.
okay.
What's the
Iron
value
hide.
needed?
It needs to be at least 50 gold pieces.
Oh, let's go shopping. I need
Alright.
some new armor, anyways. This is when she'll go get her armor.
Perfect, perfect.
Plug this in.
It'll take, you know, just to get caught back up to our previous timeline, for your aunt to like get things set and secure. She's gonna readjust some of the security things now that you're gonna be using it. So she's actually gonna change the sequence, redistribute it just to the people that she wants and trusts. Now that you're gonna be like coming and going, that's gonna take the week that you would have had here. You
Okay.
got a week. Um, you go shopping. You can easily buy 50 gold worth of gems in a shop. Irie, over this, you know, week that it kind of takes for that, it takes about a week to go to North Belmont. Do you stay in South? Do you head up to
I mean, last I heard, we were supposed to be meeting, so I think I would start heading towards North Belmont.
Okay, excellent. All right, you begin heading up there, and around the same evening, you know, you're not docked yet, but you're almost there. You'll arrive that evening, Irie. That late afternoon is probably when you have everything ready, the rest of the crew. And all, you gonna go ahead and because you can bamf from anywhere, don't you? Right? You don't need to be at a circle. You can just be anywhere.
No, I can go from anywhere. I
Excellent.
just need the circle of where I'm going to.
Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, y'all have all your stuff. Um, Ladrin, you know what you know. Do you share about like the amnesia and jogging memory and all that?
Oh, for sure. Once she comes back from the institute, that would be the first thing that she would divulge and say, "It's prepared. I'm ready to go. I've got. We're good."
Nice. And Figure, do you say anything about
Yeah.
Amir?
Yeah, I think she mentioned at some point.
Okay. All right. So the three of you are updated, and you ready to cast again?
I'm ready to cast.
Okay, you light it up and you cast and you bamf through to a gorgeous subterranean stone room, stone tiled room of your Tita Layla here in North Belmont. She's there to greet you all. Plenty of security. Ushers you up the stairs to, you know, the main estate. There's a nice big afternoon meal waiting for you. am I imagining that you've all been updated? You're there in North Belmont, and Irie's due in an hour or so down at the docks. You have a tasty meal? Are you heading to the docks, or what would you like to do?
To the docks. I have no reason to wait.
Nice. Eagerly, you all head down to the docks. And wait and watch. You know, there's a number of ships that dock here, especially in the evening hours. And you're watching ship names. Nope, that's not it. Nope, that's not it. Ship's running a little bit late, and it's like, oh my gosh, you know, it's only been like 15 minutes late, but it feels like an eternity. And then finally, the ship on which Irie is riding cruises in. You see, you go past a few ports. You're all hustling down the docks, like which one's it gonna dock in? Which one, you know? Until finally it docks. The gangplank's lowered. Irie, you finally arrived back home at North Belmont. Familiar docks. But a little different. You know, a little more. They've a little more built up, a little busier. Some different deckhands you're seeing than the huge. But you're kind of keeping an eye out. I guess make a perception check, Irie. To see if you see three people go like this.
That's an 11. I don't.
So yeah, you're like, all right. There's a lot of people on the docks disembarking and waiting, and you don't really see who you're supposed to be looking for.
There sure are some people.
Mm-hmm. The rest of you definitely see Irie. They've just come down the gangplank. What do you want to do? They don't seem to see you.
I'm waving.
In the dragon chat, Feor will give like directions as to where they should look from where they're standing to see them.
Oh,
Waving.
hi, hold on. And I'll like kind of jog down awkwardly. You know, that like half run where you don't want to run, but you don't want to like, you feel like you need to have. It's like when someone's holding a door open for you. I'm doing that weird little run.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate that feeling.
Hello. Well,
Hi.
welcome.
This is weird, right? Like it's really weird.
It is very weird.
Well,
This is Feora.
hi.
This is Dia.
Hi.
I'm Ladrin, and this is Gregory. Don't worry, he won't bite. Just chills.
Snaps a little.
And is very
Okay.
much on fire, but doesn't burn. It's fine.
All right. I feel like I'm just kind of looking them over, not in like a weird way, but in like a, you know, these are people.
These are the
that-
voices in my head.
Yeah, these are the voices in my head. And
Mm.
I think their eyes kind of linger on Dia a second longer.
Mm.
And then they're like,
Aw.
right, well,
Oh,
hi, I guess. I don't.
We should work on fixing that, Ladrin.
Yes.
Oh.
If I mean, of course, with your okay and consent and all, I do have something that may help jumpstart your memory. If you're okay with me trying, it's just gonna jumpstart, and then you're gonna like, as time goes on, memories are gonna start flooding back.
I had an idea on helping with that too.
Oh,
Okay, I mean, if that's what it's gonna take, then yeah. I mean,
We should probably move out
Hmm.
of the dock
Much-
too.
Oh,
There's
right.
there's a lot going on here.
Much
Right.
like the picture behind Carly, the sun is like almost in that twilight hour, and the other just, you know, that beautiful golden glow and the golden hour. And people are just walking by in the docks, like, okay, all right, they're just stopping here to talk. And yeah, so where would y'all like to head?
Tavern? Maybe we need a room?
We will at some point. I don't know if they'll be comfortable with our usual setup.
Oh, of course.
Also, for
I
what I had in
mean-
mind, we'll need a bit of an open space.
I have an apartment here, but I do live
Oh.
here. I haven't
Okay.
been
I
here in
don't
a
think that's
while,
still
but like,
applicable.
no,
I'm.
they wouldn't have kicked me out after a couple weeks.
It has not been a couple weeks.
It's
It's been like a year and a half, 2 years.
October 13th, year 101, just so the three of you know.
Mm.
A year
Tuna,
and
look,
some
Tuna's
change.
not thought to check. My intelligence is 8. I don't
No,
know
I
if
love
who
it.
cares about what the date is.
Yeah.
Like,
This is over 7 years have passed. Well, once you
Yes.
reveal that
Yeah.
to Irie, anyway, take your time. Jeez.
So,
Let's play a fun little game called "What Year Do You Think It Is?"
yes,
and
we
what
that.
year it actually is.
okay. It's sorry, what year did you say it was?
It's currently 101. Yeah, I think it's 90. Actually, give me a super quick sec to make sure I honor this, but it's been 7 years. I think 94 is when I'm pulling it up right now. Character backstory. There we go. The
Oh,
bombing
shit, I have
took
that too.
place. Bombing
I
took
guess I can use-
place. You're fine. Oh shit! No, it took the place even longer. 93. January of 93. So it's been 8.5 years. So you would think it's, you took that job in January of 93. So maybe February of 93.
Yeah. And I'll say that it's probably around February of 93, right? I mean, that's when it was.
All right. I'm gonna. Is there a newspaper that I can grab, or like just a
Is there a
tabloid
place they
that?
can sit down?
Yes.
I'm
All of these.
This
the
is
Harbor
fun.
Master's building will definitely have some updated
Yeah.
news and flyers.
I'll
and
take the
stuff.
Harbor Master's billing, and then we'll go to like a tavern because that apartment is definitely gone. To an tenant.
Oh, for sure.
So, at a tavern, I pass the billing. So this is the date. Today's date. And I pass over the billing.
Can I roll like an insight check or something to see if they're fucking with me? Like,
Absolutely, yeah.
I feel like Tuna would not just take that at face value. That's an 18.
It feels like they're being genuine.
What? No, how long was I stayed with the Triton. Maybe time got weird there or something?
No.
No. How about that restoration? Are you feeling like you want to be restored? Oh God, no! I just sound like a
No, do
preacher
it.
or something.
Just do it.
Okay. Um, are we out like somewhere off to the side, or
I think we can
Uh,
easily
Somewhere
get a room in the tavern that we just stopped into, so that we all in one. Happy to pay it with my own personal funds.
You want to do the regular
Temporarily.
inn where you went last time, where the person like Tuna might be comfortable there, the Reese Edge, the one that's up near
Yeah.
the Overlook? Because Tuna,
Absolutely.
Aurelel there really well, the proprietor. Okay, so you are there. You had to sat down for some food, and you've rented a room. you head up to your room for privacy.
Fiona's just been like silent, basically.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
Irie. That's gonna be hard for me to get used to.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. So with the spell, you need like diamond dust worth at least 100, but all of our diamonds are 3. Did we
I can crush them.
like crush them and then we'll like split them up later?
I thought we crushed one at some point. Do we?
I think
think
we
we
used
any
them.
leftover dust? Oh, okay.
We used
Yeah.
I think we used the last of it for Ladrin's like mother-in-law.
Just,
I was just checking.
yeah, good to check. Put in the inventory later in 200 gold worth of crushed diamond because you're going to use 100 here. And just remove them
Yes.
as diamonds. That way you'll have it.
Got it.
Perfect. Okay. How do you want to set Irie down for this?
Okay, make your like find a cushion or something if you want. She'll tell them that. Go off to the side to make some tea because we just need to chill, all of us, and pass out tea. And then she'll pull the a diamond out of the bag of holding,
Mhm.
hand it to Irie, and just say, "Can you please crush this? Like, you're pretty strong. Can you just crush it as fine as you can? It'll help with the
Yeah.
spell."
And I'll just kind of like squish it with my gauntlets of ogre power that I definitely have figured out what they are at this point. Like,
Nice.
I want to point that out. Like, I took them off and I'm like, oh, no, these stay on.
Yeah, nice.
So I'm just like kind of grind it up and I'm like, hey.
Perfect. Okay. She'll save the rest, put it back in the bag of holding, and say, "Okay, are you ready?"
Kind of have to be.
Okay. Are you comfortable with me like touching your hand or like your head or
Whatever you need to do is fine. Thank you.
okay. Okay. She'll probably gingerly try to hold Irie's head since Amnesia's up here and then cast focus and cast greater restoration.
Begin pouring this spell into Irie. The dust of the diamond wafting up and circling the head and sort of resting into the magic and being infused, recovering the physical nature of this damage, this illness. Irie, you have a sudden feeling of contrast. Since you woke up from whatever happened, you've had this wonderful sense of peace and clarity about life, about your goals, about you're I'm gonna be a pirate. I got this. You're moving towards the life that you want. There's also been this perpetual feeling of that relief you feel after like a really long, arduous stint at sea. You're out there for months. It's hard. It's backbreaking. It's brutal. And when you get off the ship and you finally step on land, pouch full of your pay at your side, that feeling of you've just had that for whatever reason, feeling of relief like that ever since you woke up. You don't know what weight you had you were carrying, but you know it's lifted. You just have that feeling of relief from it. Um, Other thoughts sort of flood through your mind, thinking back on the past several weeks, trying to come to terms with things that maybe do stand out with this amnesia, with memories that aren't, that are things that have been recurring that seem a little off. Um, in your sleep, mainly, you've had a number of these occurrences. Your daytime hours are full of just you pursuing your stuff and now traveling up here. But at night, sometimes sometimes where are we? Okay. You find yourself approached by a young girl in your dreams with vibrant red hair. She speaks and often implores you to follow her, which you often do. You got a sense of adventure, and you'll run and take chase. She speaks and implores, but is never heard. There's no voice. Just watch your mouth move. But you understand. I'll follow, yeah, and you give chase. And around bends, through valleys, down the beach, wherever your dream may be taking place, you follow, but inevitably, around one bend or another, she turns, you turn after her, and she's gone. Nowhere in sight, and never able to catch up with her. And that's just become like rising to the surface of your mind. Another dream that, well, sometimes you awake from dreams that leave you with a blush. Um, Always the same figure that you encounter in your dream, though you can never see their face, but you know the exact shade of blush their skin takes when you're close. You know the rises and valleys of their form, but never their face. Which doesn't pay you much mind, as they're a figment of your imagination as best you've thought of it this far. But still, you sometimes, even in your daytime hours, find yourself maybe wondering what they would be like if they were a real person. Just another thought. It's highly detailed. Yeah, you know their fragrance, and not that of a passing delightful scent, but of one you get being nestled close to someone. Yeah. So there's different dreams that you have like this. So just kind of flood to the foreground, and then everything sort of, as the spell completes, feel a sense of tightness in your mind. It's you could tell there's been recovery. Same feeling you get when a wound heals on your body with a healing potion or otherwise. It's tight. Um, and it aches ever so slightly. It's very dull, very, very low key ache. But nothing yet has changed memories coming back in. That's sort of where it ends. So,
Adrian would have probably, right after they finished, kind of explained like this isn't going to be a easy fix. It's not going to all come back, and it's going to be very gradual, but it's the stepping stone for the next bit.
you look
Thank you.
around these three. I'm so sorry. Please go ahead.
No, just thank you.
You may want
How
some
are
tea.
you feeling?
Tired, but not from anything. I don't know how to explain it,
Yeah.
but
I heard that being exposed to familiar things can help. Are you too tired to test anything?
no, never. I want to remember.
Right. So, ooh, how
I was thinking the girls.
Yes, I think they are very comforting for a start.
We're gonna need a big open space.
Yes.
Sorry, who are the girls? Is it the
Oh.
redhead?
They are your pet. Just so you don't get alarmed and try to fight. They are a
yeah, please.
massive three-headed dog.
Yeah, that
Corgis.
sounds about right.
Okay, just I'm glad we're open to
Yeah.
it here.
That's probably the least surprising thing that you could have said to me.
That is insane to me.
Okay.
Okay.
You find a nice open spot, just maybe just outside of town, just outside the gate, off into a little clearing. Ira, there's a number of things that you were found with. One of them is this little ball. You've had no idea like what to do with it.
Mhm.
Because it requires an activation word that that these people might know. But Feyor, from your side, that's I'm sure you all kind of know each other's things for your pets. um, but carry on. Yeah, what do you want to do, Feyor? What you got about here?
Okay. While Feora might know the word, Lily doesn't,
Mm.
but
Neither does
she'll-
Carly. It's okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay, great. Awesome.
We established
That makes me
one.
feel so much better. She just like glances over nervously because she's still concerned that anyone can be so casual about a giant three-headed dog. If having not been there for the experience. And then
This is
opens it to release them.
This is a very different Tuna. Y'all thought Tuna was a down ass bitch before. Sure, let's do it. Let's go beat this giant three-headed dog. Let's go accidentally bomb an entire city. Why not?
Okay, but in fairness to them, that's not on them.
Nice.
They just wanted to be a pirate.
I just want to be included.
Does this release all of our pets?
You each have your own little Pokeball.
Okay, okay.
Mhm.
I thought they were all chilling together, having just a grand old time, but that's amazing.
Sorry.
Tuna's so fuzzy.
I know.
Slipping away right before our eyes.
Nice.
Hold on.
I know mine's been like
Oh, there we
acting
go,
that way
nice.
too. There you go.
Love it. So I'm sorry, Fiora, you are.
Oh, sorry, I messed up your.
No.
order with that.
It's easy to fix. You're A-okay. Fiora, you're throwing the Pokeball.
Hell yeah.
Nice. I choose you, girls. Poof. And out comes from this little ball, was rapidly growing and warping into the creature that it is. Probably much larger than the rest of you remember too, because they're growing puppy and they grow fast in that first 6 months, and it's been a hot minute. Is a puppy that she's probably the tuft of their chest is at like your head level now. They're just that looming over that much now. Their head's almost double, 1.5 times everyone's height. The girls lick Feyor first, then run over to Irie and do the rounds.
Irie is just laughing maniacally the whole time, like absolutely filled with joy. Like this is the greatest thing that could have ever happened to them.
Sweet. They're just
Adorable.
one of them's like chewing on your horn.
No, not that, not that, not that.
Yeah. Go ahead and make just I'll say wisdom saving throw in case you have a benefit to that. It's not necessarily a saving throw, but I want to give you the points.
It's a 16.
16. Okay. You can kind of instantly feel a connection. They're not just some random puppy. You feel like there's a bond there that you recall. You can almost get little tiny hard to grasp images of how little they were when you first got this, like flashes of them, like being able to pick them up still
Yeah.
here and there. But they're really hard to hold on to. But you definitely remember this bond that you have with the girls. And from beneath that, another memory comes bubbling up strong.
Listen.
it. Everyone's looking like, that's great. Sorry, with that, we'll take our bio break. We'll come back to this beautiful moment. For anyone who doesn't know, I'm an idiot when we do bio breaks. We take about 10 minutes transitions. We'll be back in about 10. We'll keep our audio hot, so chat with us if you like. And yeah, catch up and see how the rest of this goes when we get back. Boop. Go. Nice.
We'll never escape the
Nope.
bio break.
If we ever have a bio break transition that's not utterly ridiculous, it's a shape changer. It's Hask. It's not.
Yes.
It's No.
Have a good night, Bra.
Everything in one go.
Bang. That would be nice. What's that? Oh, it's the other party for the bombing. What am I eating? We can bowl of that raisin nut break. I want something that's gonna be decent and not. Unfortunately. So there's big bags of Fruity Pebbles, Lucky Charms. Oh, there are Golden Grams. They're down the section down here.
Oh, Lucky Charms are the shit.
Right? They're so good. Yeah, yeah.
I mean, Lucky Charms was not my favorite cereal as a kid. It was Captain Crunch was, but as I got older, the non-berry part of Captain Crunch was tearing up the roof of my mouth.
Yeah,
And I was just like,
real.
I need a different cereal.
Can't take the pain anymore.
I can't take the pain anymore. And then I got into Lucky Charms. I'm like, holy shit! The oats, the cereal part, and then the little burst of marshmallow flavor. I'm like, okay.
Cereal is so great when I don't have to taste blood with it.
It is. It's crazy, and it's one of the only times I can have milk because I very much apologize for those who enjoy milk. I
Yeah.
am not I am not one of your people.
Oh no! That's
I
funny.
it is
Huh.
the consistency of milk for me is so odd, and I'm like, I don't like thick drinks. Milk is weirdly
Nice.
thick for
Ugh.
me.
What a conversation to come back to.
Milk is thick.
Like,
Milk
I
is a little thick.
I
I don't know.
Oh, go please.
No, I was just gonna say I grew up drinking skim, so like
Mhm.
it's not that bad to me. But
Mhm.
like,
Mhm.
I drink the 1%, but I had a partner at one point that grew up their parents had a dairy farm, and like, oh, let's go visit the farm up in upstate New York. Oh, we're gonna drink real milk. And
that's the thickest shit you've ever
I'm
heard.
like, what
Straight
is
from the
this?
source.
They're all like, pouring it over their faces, and I'm like, I don't understand what you're doing with
No.
this. Like,
No.
I need to think about, contemplate drinking gulp because it's so thick.
God.
Cream, like no. You sold
No,
me on
you're
a
so
false bill of
So this is
Ooh.
only tangentially related, but my
Mm.
cousin, his parents own a bunch of they have cattle. That's their whole thing. That's most of like where I live. That's our big thing is cows. Um, I mean, I live in the middle of nowhere in Alabama. Of course we have cows. But he turned 12. My cousin just turned 12. And he is a old man at 12 years old.
Nice.
He's like
Aw.
he had banana pudding for his birthday. That he didn't want a birthday cake. He wanted banana pudding.
But he's a babe.
Aw.
That's the old, yeah, that's the old man pudding.
Yeah. And so he
Mhm.
got the banana pudding and he was telling us, he said, now this isn't as good as the kind I make, but I guess it'll do.
Oh my god.
Okay.
12. Yeah. And then he also him and his brother set out traps, like the little box, like catch and release traps out in their cow pasture to see what they can catch. So they'll go off on like the razor, and all this stuff. And we called him this morning and said, "Oh, happy birthday, bud," because today was his birthday. What you up to? He said, "I'm just taking a stroll out on the razor, see if I can go catch me a squirrel or something." And I'm like, "You're 12." Take a
12 going on to 76.
Also had a big thing of cookies in his house, and my mom was like, "Oh, whose cookies are those?" And his mom goes, "Oh, those are Camden's. Don't eat those. They have raisins in them. They're his favorite kind. Oatmeal raisin cookies."
Feels it. Yeah.
Yeah. He's gonna be sitting at Jack's eating breakfast with the other 80-year-olds in our county, like just waiting for it.
It's amazing.
Sorry, you said cows, and it made me think of that, and I had to share it because it brings me so much joy.
It's
There
a
you go.
joy-filled story.
Love this child. This is the same one whose little brother got skincare for Christmas because he steals his mom's skincare stuff. He's 8 and he has a skincare routine.
That's amazing. I wish I'd had one at 8. That's a great start.
Listen, anything
Someone
to start a
teach me
good
about that.
habit early.
He got a bunch of sheet masks too, and they're all in the shape of different animals, which is like the coolest thing to him. So,
I love
and a
that.
Bath and Body collection of ocean, I think is what he got. He said. So.
Ooh.
Love it.
They are polar opposites.
Sounds like didn't think of that, how opposite that probably feels in the household.
Oh my god. One was in the Christmas parade. The older one was in the Christmas parade. And we asked the younger one, we were like, you didn't want to be in it. He said, well, who's gonna catch the candy? We're like, yeah, fair point. Fair point, bud.
I love that. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna bring us back. And before I forget again, let's do the DM inspo roll.
Ooh.
Roll. Okay. Serena, let me know what you get when you get that.
Yeah, I got a 9.
Nice. Okay.
Rolling like a god today.
Awesome. Carly.
19.
Okay. Lil.
Can't roll it when it matters.
Yeah. Right.
I got a 1.
Nice. And Tasha, if you're back. Mm-mm. I'll leave this die right here for when Tasha comes back, so I don't forget. Actually, I'll build some suspense. Right now, Lily and Serena in a tie because I rolled a 5.
Ooh.
So directly between the 1 and the 9. Oh, hey Tasha, when you get a set, go ahead and roll it. We're doing the DM inspo roll.
7.
Oh, and Tasha clenches it. Yay!
Nice.
Oh,
You got
nice.
it.
Perfect. Perfect.
Okay. Well, we've had at least a bond, memories of the bond with the girls, reconnected. Not much else is clicking yet. But as you travel, as you journey, or as other things come up that your friends here will bring up, likely things will pop. For you, is there anything else you'd like to try and do out here, or?
No, the girls was kind of the idea I had.
Mm-hmm.
Does Tuna have their shield?
Yes, it is still strapped to their back. And they have their same armor, like all of their same stuff. The armor looks like it may be a little bit modified, where it looked like fish scales before. It looks like maybe there are actual ones. Like it's the same. It's not any different other than cosmetically. Like mostly in like this area where they hold their shield.
Mm-hmm.
Like probably some damage or something that got repaired with by the Triton.
Oh, nice, yeah. That's awesome. I love this new like awesome. Mhm.
I think after things kind of like calm down a little bit, like the girls quiet down a little bit while they're still out, Feora would sit down next to Tuna. Anything? Do you recognize them?
I feel like I know them. I mean, obviously I do. They're my dog, but I remember. I don't remember them, but I remember them being there.
Okay. Irie.
Hmm?
Fuck. What do you remember about your last job?
I assume that was the one that crashed. I don't. I don't. I remember. I guess the one before that was just pretty normal, just smuggling from North to South Belmont. Nothing out of the ordinary. I just accepted one, but I think it's past now. As long as I was gone.
So it was a shipment job to Avalon, right?
Yeah. It was supposed to be very lucrative. But
Irie, you weren't told when you took the job, and you weren't warned. Fuck. Look, I need you to know you can't carry this. Okay?
Harry, what?
The burden. I can't, with your mental state like this, I can't let this be something that just overtakes you randomly. So I need to tell you now. The shipment that you were hired to bring to Avalon, they were bombs.
What? I
They were
mean,
bombs.
yes, it was, what, 7 years ago? I guess. Of course you would know that.
They were placed around the city. And they were set off. And it was a devastating event known as the bombing of Avalon.
Was I there?
You got caught in one of the blasts. It's why your shield's broken.
Oh,
You were you were taken advantage of. Your youth, your dreams.
did I tell you that it happened?
We talked about it. We had some similar goals aligned, so as we got to traveling, we confided in each other with our experiences.
When all of you said that we'd been adventuring together, that we'd been saving the world or whatever. There's a lot more to that, isn't there? It's been going on a lot longer than I think it was made out to be.
The job where we crashed, that's not where we met. We met about a year or two ago. It was just a simple transport protection job in Overman's Mill. And then we were accused of murder. We didn't do it.
Well, if we were that close, if we'd been together that long, then nothing else. I look forward to getting to know you all again. If
Yeah.
something like that happened and I trusted you enough to tell you about it, then obviously we were fairly close. So,
Oh yeah. I'd say we're very close. We've all seen each other naked.
I gotta
That
stop
is
for a second
true.
and look at Feora and try to connect like my
Why is
dream
this
and
coming up?
Feora,
This
and
the
I'm like,
person? Skin tones maybe a little
No,
different.
no,
Not
no,
quite.
not you. Okay.
What's not been
Not you.
Don't worry about it.
Wow.
Oh, nice. Irie, it feels sort of like a distant, like a story, you know? Doesn't have that
Yeah.
same impact without versus seeing Avalon, you know, that might hold a little more visceral reaction. But may I ask, Feora, are you at all masking? Like, are you at all sharing, you know, Feora's side in that event? Are you masking that from Ivory, where they might do an insight check and against a deception check from you, or are you just like intentionally leaving it out?
I'm intentionally leaving it out because I'm terrified, just knowing the way that Tuna holds on to things and carried that, like doesn't want to add that personal level
Okay.
of it yet. She just wanted to make sure that this wasn't something that sprung up out of nowhere.
Well, go ahead and make a deception check, Feora, and Tuna, if you don't mind making an insight. I mean, I think we know the way it's gonna go because Feora's gonna really, really have out of fight, but we should do it just in case.
I rolled a natural one.
Well, what's the
Rolled a
total?
14.
Oh,
10.
oh. And this
Probably
is
still
why
have
we
higher
do
than me.
yeah, this is why we get to do these rolls just in case, right? Irie, you can tell there's a little something this Feora person's holding back. Like so far, everyone's been really forthcoming, but you can tell whenever they kind of go into this bombing of Avalon, there's some other bit related, another bit they're not telling you.
Yeah. I just kind of file that away for later.
Okay. All right. Anything else for the rest of you? This evening with Irie.
No, I think the girls and then you bombed the city is a lot.
Oh.
Is a lot. So
Now, one natural or one disaster at a time.
yeah.
Okay,
So
also,
I think
they didn't bomb the city.
yeah. No,
They
they
were a part of
smuggled
a
they
group.
Yeah.
they were part of a group. Yes. Don't want to put the
Mhm,
full blame on
mhm.
them. That's a lot.
It was a team effort.
Just part of it. Part of the blame.
Nice, nice. Also, oh, Cookie redeemed the French accent. Okay, I'll try and do it since I know, with the characters. You're welcome to players if you want to join in attempting the French accent.
Ugh.
No. It's gonna be so bad. So my apologies to anyone French.
I took 2.5 years of French in college, and I speak it with the most cornbread ass voice. Like, bonjour.
Bonjour. My God.
So bad.
All right, then. Well, let us see. We will. All right. So the next day, do we have plans to travel up the coast, or are you staying here, attempting more memory jogs of Ari?
I would like to suggest we take a breather at least for a couple of days. Doesn't have to be a week, but I feel like slowly telling like little tales of stories could help Irie, and then we could maybe focus on leaving. That's just how Ladrin feels.
I am so sorry, but I cannot understand your accent.
Oh, that's all I can do.
Embrace your inner lumiere.
I can barely maintain a British when I think hard enough. There's no way in hell I could do
Oh.
it in French.
Be
Well,
our
Like
mine
rien
guest.
d'amour.
Be our guest. We're just
The past 3 months of trying to do a northern Louisiana accent, it's just broken my brain. I can't do any accents anymore.
Love it. All right, then. So we will take the 3 days. Un, deux, trois. Un, deux. And is there anything in particular that you wish to do, Ladrin? To jog memory? Or Dia,
Do
or
we?
anyone else?
Mm-hmm.
It's okay if not.
Um, Actually, yeah, because the only thing I can think of is, hey, I set fire to a forest. Um, so yes. So yeah, she'll again make tea. She stocked up. I'm pretty sure Ladrin already like
Oui.
stocked up plenty
Oui.
while they were at Overman's Mill. So she'll make some tea and she'll kind of gear this one towards what she remembers Tuna liking,
Oh.
but hopefully Irie likes it too, like has the same like taste buds or whatever. And I'll sit down and be like, well, I don't know if you're up for story time, but I can give you like a little recollection of who I am as a person, if you want.
Absolutely, please.
Well, long story short, she'll take off her gloves because she still wears the really long gloves that Theora made.
Oh.
And so she'll take those off. And so Irie sees the familiar, like, vine branches that she doesn't like showing anybody. And so she'll kind of, like, without going into all this detail, but like kind of explain she got these she set fire, but not to the rain, but to a forest. It was completely on accident, and Irie helped like kind of bring some closure whenever they were visiting the mother-in-law. And also Gregory's just kind of like saddling up next to Irie, just kind of like, hey, like just this cute little gargoyle little thing, just like,
Oui.
so yeah, just kind of diving into a little bit of that. And also, if Irie can't tell at this point, Ladrin loves making everybody tea and has like a profile for everybody.
Oh, has like
What they
filed
like.
that away as well. Definitely 18 passive insight. I noticed that.
That's
Which
amazing.
apparently is a thing. I just learned that's a thing on your character
Yeah.
sheet.
I guess there was a far better
Yeah.
chance for Irie to insight that than I thought. Ali, please feel free to do any roleplay you wish, but also beforehand, please make a wisdom saving throw. See if slow. Just see. You have a
The
cognitive thing.
natural one.
Oh.
I have
Oh,
I'm a
no
villain
fucking
now?
clue who you are.
That's awesome.
Sucks. Yeah. Yeah. It
Waste
sounds
a spell.
tragic. You know, you get all the details, and it's maybe you feel glad that you were there for her.
Mhm.
And maybe a little bummed that you just don't remember anything.
Yeah.
That's okay.
And I'll try to. I feel like Irie doesn't want to hurt anyone's feelings, though. Like that part has always kind of been there. So they're just like, oh, yeah, of course, of course. Like, I'm so sorry, I forgot that. And just acting like everything is fine. Like, oh, yeah, just will not let Ladra know that they don't remember them or don't remember her.
Ladron has a passive insight of 19. Is there?
Oh yeah, no, you fully clock it. I'm not even gonna have. I'm
Jeez.
not gonna roll deception. You fully clock it. But Irie doesn't know you clock it.
That's fair. Ladron's not gonna show like disappointment because she understands, only because she talked to the researchers, and that's the only reason why she's like, cool, whatever. Like we're just gonna keep repeating stuff, and hopefully something will stick.
Keep throwing spaghetti at the wall.
I,
Yeah.
I'm going to go to a flower shop and I'm gonna buy just a varying degree of, or I guess, yeah, do I go, you know what?
Yes.
Yeah. Just buy a varying degree of flowers and stuff. And I'm going to attempt with my privileged background to weave a flower crown. That'll be what I'm doing for like
Aw.
the first day while Ladron's having their turn. I'm gonna attempt to make one.
Alright. You do a performance check if you want. Little,
Okay.
you know, that's, I think you've
Thank
got.
you for your generosity.
Yeah. The DC's pretty low for a flower crown. I
Okay,
think.
17.
Okay, yeah, you
As
you
long as it's a
definitely.
double digit.
It holds together when you're done. It looks good.
Fantastic. Yeah, and I think I'll make it with like I guess after the like at end of the day kind of thing, like afternoon after once Ladron's done, get afternoon tea set up with some meats, a nice charcuterie board, and get some artisanal jams because I do remember that Tuna likes jam, so I don't know if Irie does, so this will be
Okay.
a discovery. um because this is like the least romantic thing I can think of, because I think what other things that Dia wants to do, I'm like, that's a lot, I think, but I think this is a good first step. So it's like, hi, Irie. I know we've all been sort of dodging around each other, not sure where to step, but I wanted, I don't know. I've brought afternoon lunch / tea time just for, I mean, for my turn, I suppose, since we're all taking turns. I don't want to overwhelm you.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. I promise.
Right. Okay,
Thank you.
so, of course. So, I've brought Legion's supplied everywhere we go with tea. So I've brought that. I've brought some selection of meats and some jams. I don't know. When I met you, you were very much into them, so I wasn't sure if they were to your liking still.
You know, I don't. I've never been into jam before, but I suppose it's something that could have changed. I appreciate it.
Of course. Um, Goodness. I'm not even sure how this is supposed to go, really, because I don't, I don't. I guess it's a combination. Like, I don't want to. this is who you are currently, and I I don't know if you said you wanted to remember, so I also, in offering, I've brought food, and I've also brought this, and I'll show the flower crown. Um, uh, when we met, um, I have a habit of reckless endangerment of my own personal self because I don't know. I'm very interested to see how things turn out. Uh and I made a habit of jumping off of high places repeatedly. Um and you were always there to catch me. And there was one instance where I got to do the reverse. Um and it it cost a one of the magic items we had found together, uh and as a replacement you made a crown for me, and I was very in awe of your generosity and your compassion. So tit for tat, as one would say.
Tuna puts it on immediately.
Mhm. Ah,
Wow.
good. I got the color combinations correct.
It's wonderful. Thank you.
Oh,
I'm learning that I think you know a very different version of me. I guess a lot changed in 7 years. I'm not very patient.
really?
I can't see myself sitting down weaving a crown of flowers, but I suppose things change.
Mhm. It's a lot more difficult than I was first assuming, because I mean, I have mine as I show because it has a permanent charm on it that it doesn't
Mm.
decay.
I made
Uh,
that.
You did.
I'll be damned. Okay. Wow.
Have you passed
Well, now.
over your crown, Dia? I'm so sorry.
Oh no, I was
Ugh!
just gonna say.
Oh,
I gave,
oh.
I gave Tuna their own one, but I'll lean closer so that they
Can
can
I-
see it.
May I ask Irie then to make a wisdom saving throw with advantage because you've got jam, flowers, and Dia's scent as you get close. Those two things.
Hey,
Oh,
natural 20.
there it is. You
Love
can't
finds
stop
a
love.
way.
Yeah,
Love
that's
finds a
exactly
way.
it. That's the
Oh my
vibe. That's
God.
Yay, Gay wins.
and the title of today's episode for sure.
Gay wins.
Gay wins.
Gay
Not love wins.
Yes.
Gay wins.
Gay
Yeah.
wins, yes.
Oh, I love it so much. Okay, so it does sound very foreign. I read like I made a crown of flowers, and it's a beautiful gesture. Clearly, this person you became is very different, very distinct. Um, we'll say that like you tried a bite of jam, and there is something to it. Like like you haven't had artisanal jam. Like these are like DNOs with their back around like the fanciest
Listen,
of jams. Like
Dia has a bougie gut. She doesn't understand price tags, so
It's
it's
bon maman.
amazing. So it's very much like the ones that our Lionel gave you, and some of that just sort of it kickstarts something. But you're thinking, also why was you know, I'm friends with these people. I made this one a flower crown. They made it's very very kind is there, and when they lean in and that scent hits, it resonates. The dream is you this scent in your dream, that up close smell that just makes a person distinct. You single them out. That's it, and you see as you pull back that blush close to you, beneath the gold. Um, and while not, there's a lot of other memories to kind of pull back and everything else in this moment. Well, you don't have the specific memories of the relationship all of the feelings rush to the surface, and you know this person is the person from your dreams, and you feel these feelings. Do whatever you want with it, but the feelings swell up.
Honestly, I think Tuna just kind of starts crying. Like not saying anything, just like tears just silently like streaming down their face. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. This is so
No.
embarrassing.
No, it's fine, darling. It's fine. I'm sorry. Did I overstep?
The second that Dia says darling, it's worse. It's
Oh,
just so much worse.
Go on, yo.
Oh goodness. Oh
No, you didn't overstep. I'm sorry.
You don't have to apologize. I,
I got you, and I'm sorry.
oh, my darling, may I hug you?
Yes.
And just embrace them.
And it feels like your dream and then some. This person is here in front of you. They're a tangible, living person. They are sweet. They are kind. You don't. There's so many memories attached to them that still haven't connected. The histories, but all of those feelings just from those events rush out of you, out of your eyes, out of the fierceness of your hug. And if this is right, it just feels right to be held here.
I mean, I still don't remember you, but I remember.
All right. That's great. Selfishly, I'm elated. But this again, but no rush or external pressure for me. Mm, I'm so happy.
Thank you. Truly.
Of course.
Yay.
Carly's about to start crying over it. I've had an emotional like 2 weeks right now.
Oh. Yeah, it's beautiful. Okay. Yeah, so you get to share, some more of that later afternoon. Crackers, jams, cheeses, and and the charcuterie board, and company just lets you feel a little more connected to the group, through this person here, Dia, and settled, Irie, just a little more comfortable with all of that as the evening goes by. Tonight you have the dream again with a face. Face. So we have one more day before we leave. You gonna have anything else, or we getting ready to sail up the coast?
Bayora will take everyone's measurements because she's got to get everyone. No.
I'm just kidding.
I see we've moved on from.
I'm trying to distract my heart from the beauty of the moment.
Because we need disguises to
Mm.
get into God's eye
Oh,
and not face too much bullshit.
understood.
I mean, there's gonna be bullshit. Anyways, I need everyone's measurements.
Right. Rattle off my numbers.
Oh, great, you know yours already.
I
Yes.
don't know mine at all.
That's fine. I've got a tape. And as she's measuring, she'll see the blindfold around their neck. Oh, you still have it on. That's good.
I mean, it's how glorious. Why wouldn't I have it? I don't know how I got it, but I mean, I'd recognize it anywhere.
Wow, you are a nerd, aren't you? That
Not a
transcended
nerd, I'm just-
amnesia.
I'm just passionate about things.
No, yeah. I mean, right. I'm just impressed by your passion.
Yeah, sure. All right.
Well, don't get mad.
No, I'm not mad. I just not a nerd.
No, you're not. Of course not.
Can't even read. Oh.
Okay.
Hey guys, Tuna learned to read when they were training to be a cleric.
Oh, fuck.
I worked
I
as a
love it.
smuggler on the docks. You think this bitch knows how to read?
That's amazing. I love how
Adorable.
you pull that one thread. So much comes unraveled. Oh, I love it. Oh. Okay. Well, it sounds like we're getting set to sail then. It will now be it's the 16th. This third day of October, the 16th. Before we set out to sail up there. I assume you're sailing up the coast, as Irie was going to, or do you want to travel the land? Because both are options. If you go north from here, if you take a peek at the map, you'll see you're already in North Belmont. You could walk. You could go up. You don't really have to even go through Sunhaven. You can go right up the coast. Through Kindle Landing and then up to Godeye Harbor.
Will a week be enough time for you to make our disguises out of character, Lil?
Oh yeah, I'm not the one making them.
Okay. All right. I think, yeah, I'm fine with because I'm fine with taking a boat up the coast. Or if we're all, I mean, like the other option is like, do we want to be on a boat again after what happened? Is I think the other
Oh
one.
yeah, are we traumatized?
Oh, Ladrin definitely is because
forgot
now
to
she has
ask
a
you.
set of scars on her face.
Yeah. So we can. I don't think it's a rush to get there. I think it's just we want to get the gemstone
Mhm.
to give to Mithrana, or
Ooh.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
So
2.5 months if you travel by land. It's 3 months if you travel by sea. You have to go up around the coast, but the sea follows the coastline. It's a little safer than traversing the land.
I like land personally.
We also have the
The lily pad.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Is
that
I
thing
lost the
that's your
word.
name?
Despite
Yeah,
shut up.
I'm just kidding.
Whatever. It's not
That's
important.
Mayora. Who's Lily?
Yeah.
Huh?
Sorry.
You can just like
Anyway,
pile up
anyways,
on
we
a
have that thing.
lily
Yeah,
pad.
so we don't have to be walking.
Right.
We can just
Correct.
Yeah, I'm good with a 2-month travel if everyone else is.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just along for the ride at this point. So
Beautiful.
Plenty of stories.
Have you cast any magic at all?
What?
God, right. So I think 2 months. I think is the best way to ease into that.
Oh yeah, we could do like daily lesson plans. Like you can get the sorcerer side of magic, and then I think druids and clerics kind of share almost from the same list. So like Ladrin can teach Irie spells that are similar between the two that Ladrin knows that Tuna's cast in the past.
What are we
Like-
talking about?
You can do magic, darling.
Like this. And she'll do like just a tiny little produced flame that looks very hellfire-ish.
You became a cleric of Tychati.
Oh yeah, you worship somebody.
Tuna just starts laughing again. Me.
Oh yeah.
Are you sure that you have the right person?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
I don't know too many other tieflings, so
Yeah,
I'm
that's
like
fair.
98% sure.
What the I know it. Okay. You know, the pieces are kind of folding together. I was gonna say what happened to me, but I kind of, yeah. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Sure. Why not?
This is a healing word.
It's interesting. So we'll begin travel. It's 2.5 months by land, 3 by sea. So we're doing 2.5 month travel up the coast, bypassing Sunhaven, or do you want to stop as you go through Sunhaven? You can skip it all together if you just stay going up the coast. But if you have any reason you want to stop in there, you're welcome to pass through.
I don't have any reason to stop. I have all the components for my spells, I think.
Okay. Yeah, so
Yeah.
you spend the first couple weeks of travel. Adrian, you're trying to show Irie these spells, but without Irie's connection to Taikani, it's their gestures, and they the meaning is there, the skill is there, but the connection is not yet forward. So
Okay. Well, and later knows nothing about worshiping anybody.
Mhm.
So she's no use
Not even
whatsoever when it
me?
comes to that.
even me. It took a minute. I heard it. It just kind of like. Okay. Nice.
No, no.
Hmm.
Well,
Maybe you should maybe think about somebody named Taikati. They like storms. So maybe think about storms and have Taikati in your head and be like, yo, what's up? I don't know how you did it, but y'all communicated somehow.
Feora will give a more in-depth
Thank you.
kind of lesson on Taikati. Just given personal experience. Not talking about the personal experience. So that's another thing she's omitting. But she'll reference that and talk about Irie/Tuna's vengeance, justice, sitch that could landed them in that position.
Okay, so you spend some time also trying to give the history. Here's Taikati. Here's what Taikati's like. You're going up the coast of Taikati's domain. That's the ocean right there. Yeah, I mean, you give a very thorough history, including your own personal experiences, you said? No, okay, you're leaving that out. I gave a quick reply, Carly, as well, if you get a chance in Discord, just, and it's actually, I gave a whole separate thing, I'm so sorry, and then kind of replied to your thing. Okay. Okay. And for what it's worth, Irie, I mean, it's educational. It all sounds so distant to you, though. There's nothing really about it that connects on that level of why you were following Taikati, why you were here in the first place, that connection piece. But it's there, and it's got you thinking about Taikati. So for Figure's sake, it's doing something. Irie's kind of primed. I see. Okay, let me look into that. All right, as you continue traveling, that's a couple of weeks in. Next 2 weeks are gonna go by. Can I have everyone just roll like a perception check for the next couple of weeks, keeping an eye out on the road and all that? And Dia, let me know what you get.
A 6.
We are so back.
Yep.
No, coast is clear. This everyone looking in a different direction on the lily pad
Yeah.
works out great.
We're good.
Irie, what did you get?
26.
Damn, okay. Let me see if anyone else got anything high-ish.
I got
Fe-
26 as well.
Okay, and
We are
Feora?
so back. I'm getting
So I'm
hit
gonna
by my
use some
pride
different
flag.
dice because I just got my 3rd natural 1 in a row.
Oh no.
You need to cleanse them.
Hmm. Let me think. Okay, so yeah, there's a lot on your minds, in fairness, and Irie and Legion are, they're both doing their bit, and they're both very highly perceptive. Keep a careful eye. You see some mid-sized creatures sort of approach every so often, but their animal senses are keen, and they get like, I shouldn't mess with this particular floating lily pad of people. As you navigate up, you meet the river that you're going to cross. This river inland a little, about a week's travel inland, is Sunhaven. So there's this little tiny port town, it's like a mid-sized port town that ships and receives for Sunhaven. That you can stop at in case you want to pick up any fresh rations, food, any of that stuff. And carry on. Sorry, I'm gonna send a quick reply.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. I'm gonna buy rations just because God, it's so easy to go through them.
We'll probably
I would
also
point out
stock
the
up on.
town. I would point out the city to
Mhm.
Irie and just be like, "This is one of the places where we hunted down the people you were tracking in your vengeance mission."
Oh. I had a vengeance mission.
Yeah, that's what led you to Taikati.
Oh.
Or
Interesting.
Taikati led you to them. I don't know. Details are fuzzy, but
Yeah. Makes sense.
does it, or are you just saying it makes sense?
I'm gonna
'cause
be honest, it's all a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to not worry you all. But I really do appreciate helping me to remember. I just,
We'd be
I don't,
pretty shitty friends if we didn't.
well, still. I get that. I'm trying to not cause issues.
Oh no.
Okay, I think that's the end of thought. But let me know what you think. I think there's a lot of juiciness in there if you want. But let me know where you fall on that. As you consider that, and I'll keep an eye on that. You begin. Yeah, you travel through. Get a nice, for Dia especially, right? You get some comfortable sleep. At least while you're in the town that night.
Yep.
On a bed. Um, Before continuing to travel up the eastern coast. Now, mind you, where are we? I guess the time frames are going to be a little different here because we're traveling up the coast. Okay. You get another week north of that. You're at almost a juncture where the two roads, one from Sunhaven and the one up the coast, is going to rejoin when full moon takes place.
Right.
Awesome. I'll just say I fucking love that car. Like, just instead of taking it out, that's really cool.
No, there's secrets.
Awesome.
All right then.
Awesome.
Keep your secrets.
Yeah. Nice. I have a follow-up, but it's just some fun thoughts. It's not anything else like ooh, but it's just overall sense. It's just that's
I
really
needed to get that out while I was thinking about it before it came
Mhm.
up. So
good. All right. So first night of the full moon. May I have Ladrin, Feora, and Irie roll wisdom saving throws. Irie, yours is going to be a disadvantage because you just don't. DC is going to be pretty high. Ladrin, what'd you get?
15.
15 is the new DC for you after last session's communication and bonding. And don't forget, you feel like you got the name. You named your wolf, so you can you get that feeling like you can draw it out when you want, and you don't have to wait for the full moon. Ladrin, you find that it's optional now, as you talk with your wolf, to bring them out in the full moon. You don't have to, as things stand. They want to, but really they just care about having some time out each month to it doesn't have to be stuck on these 4 days anymore. You've advanced to that point. Would you like to let them roam on this first night and do some hunting in the woods here?
I mean, yeah, if we're gonna be out in the open, I'll just, kind of like, I do want to clue my wolf in to just kind of take care of Irie and that amnesia's a thing, and like we're just gonna try to help them, guide them if we can. But yes, by all means, run free. But please leave Dia alone as well,
Nice.
as normal, as per usual.
You get the very primal wolf, so they get about 40% of what you're saying, but they seem to understand, and they know to leave Dia alone. They get that, and they get like, okay, there's a wounded wolf for the back.
There you go.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's like
wounded.
how they interpret it.
Yes.
Feora, what'd you get with your wisdom save?
Got a 7.
A 7. Okay, so you were going to change. Did you name your wolf last?
Yeah.
Okay. So you are going to change tonight, but you also know that this is become an optional. It's not optional for you. I'm sorry, but you can now bring your wolf out when you want because you've built the bond up to the point of them asking for a name, and you've given them that name. So you can just use them when you're ready, handy in combat now instead of just this curse. What do you want to talk to them about? Yours has always been very like, let's plan things out, let's talk. They've been, they had that whole last session where you shared a lot of information about one another to get to know one another better. Last session, what do you want to do with them this session?
One of the other wolves, Tuna, isn't themselves. We just need to prepare for anything unexpected. I don't want them to be harmed, but if we have to subdue, we need to do that. Protect the others.
Very cool, calculated way. Understand and agree. All right, Tuna, what'd you get?
Well, first I rolled a 24, and then I had disadvantage, so I rolled a natural 1.
Oh no! It's like your memory's trying to catch, and you're like, "No, no, no, no," and then it just doesn't, and it drops to a one. Yeah. Um. Okay. This Dia, would you have taken any precautions on this first night, knowing that Irie might, the situation might be?
Yeah, I think we. Oh, actually, I think we. Irie has. Yeah, I would have gotten into Irie's bag because they have all the werewolf stuff. And it's like, darling, I just need to borrow a couple of things I know you have in your pack. Before the transformation, and would have gotten the wolf's bane and the powdered silver that they. Because the last time we only had one usage of it.
Yeah.
Because Tuna had the others.
Yep.
So
That
I'll get
was so
that.
funny. Like, wait.
So sorry.
It's okay.
You were doing like, oh.
You were the responsible one. So
Okay.
yeah, I made a circle around my tent.
Okay.
So that
Oh.
no werewolf may enter.
Are you doing one around Irie as well to keep them from
Ooh,
hurting anyone?
should we, or uh, last time we did that we kind of we enclosed ourselves in because Tuna really wanted their wolf to be free. So I think because I know they would have taken the precautions to be outside of town. I think previously just allowing, even with Irie in the state that they're in, letting the wolf be free seems to have a better solution, and I'm just enclosing myself in.
Okay. All right. So, Ladrin and Figura, it sounds like the two of you are with Irie then, like a couple miles out, away from. Okay. The two of you, have shifted into wolf form or hybrid for Ladrin?
Wolf.
Figura, wolf or hybrid?
Wolf.
Tuna, you find yourself honestly, a natural one. I don't even know that you get the grove. It's just another one of those boom. You fell asleep. Suddenly there's you're sort of cognizant in this wolf form, and you're straining to focus on the two people that are with you there, these two wolves. Let's see, this is interesting. Yours has sort of been like a pack leader so far, and is going to let out a special howl. So can I ask Feyora and Ladrin to make a fresh this would be a charisma savings throw. Don't cover your mouth like that. Is it bad? Is it that bad? Okay. All right. Good. All right. Feyora, what'd you get?
I got a 20, a nat 20 for 21.
Okay. Woo! Ladrin?
We are not charismatic whatsoever. I'm going to go ahead and use the inspiration.
Yes. Okay.
Because no. Is it D8, right?
It's a D8 currently. Yeah.
Okay. What's that? 13. Better than nothing.
No, that's 13's a DC. It's not an OP move. And this is sort of because Tuna's in NPC format as the werewolf right now. This is a commanding howl to go on the hunt with them. It sort of drives you into this primal frenzy of let's go hunt together as this pack. But the two of you managed to take shit off. Ladrin just barely. 13's a DZ. And the two of you are able to I will say, what do the two of you want to do with Tuna's werewolf probably in wolf form, ready to just go hunt and tear some shit up? They're gonna smell for the closest interesting prey. What do the two of you want to say in wolf or do?
Ooh, I have an idea. Because given the primal nature of Ladrin's wolf, I think once they snap out of that howl, she's gonna try to nudge up against Irie's wolf and kind of do like a grunt and we're going this way.
Ooh.
let's hunt. Like try to like it's all natural, but like you're not going the right direction. We need to go this direction. This is the better prey. I know the forest.
Okay. Love it. Fiora, what do you want to do seeing Legion do that?
Give kind of like a nod and start like heading off in that direction to try and like
Okay.
peer pressure.
Awesome. I guess I remake a charisma saving throw, I guess would be the best thing. And Feyor and Ladrin, go ahead and make persuasion checks with advantage for the cool RP and like trying to just get them wrapped up in the hunt. Oh, it's over here. Let's go. We are a pack, but let's go over here. Remember advantage, persuasion, and Ladrin, let me know what you got.
17.
17.
Thank God.
Okay, good.
Oh my
good.
god. That's not. Yep. So happy.
Ooh. Feora?
15.
Okay, average is 16. And what did you get to, Irie?
13.
Okay. All right. So they thank goodness that beat that compels you in this primal state to just start hunting with that. Say that with the role play, with that success, by the end of the hunt, they keep you clear from heading towards Dia. It's brilliant. It's everything this wolf within wants, and it's feeling sated in both its desires and its hunger. And you start becoming more and more present in this moment, to the point where you're not necessarily one with this wolf, but close, and you can tell that these two companions are the two, from your party. The night wraps up. When you wake up in the morning, this time, Irie, you remember the end. You remember that feeling of being sated. You remember the fun of like running through the woods with these two people. Feels a bit like a dream. Maybe a memory. Be a dream. It's kind of teetering on the edge like that as you wake up. Yeah. I'm gonna sort of. There's nothing else for Ladrin and Feora the other 3 nights, because you can choose if you want to shift. I guess we'll just do one big wisdom saving throw for Irie. And I'll say with the success, that big success, the first night you can do it with advantage. Or rather a straight roll, because it would normally be disadvantage. I'm sorry.
Okay. Let
Sorry.
me just re-roll that. Hold on.
My bad.
Oh my
Or
God.
this, or that.
Okay, so when I rolled with advantage, I got a 26. When I rolled straight roll, I got a natural 20.
Yes! Yes! Oh, I love it.
Why does this keep happening?
Everything coming up 20!
It's like up and down.
So strangely, one of the first memories that group of memories that comes back to you in full effect is this innate, this strong internal bond with the wolf within, because it is you. And you are it. And you recall all the moments you've shared with this. Your bond is returned to the state it was in. You remember being in that cave, looking through that peephole and calling out like to become sort of like the pack leader when Ladrin first changed. You remember all these different instances. You remember springing back to life almost in that pit fight the first time you shifted. Excuse me. And in the end, your wolf also shares the same bond now. And I don't think that you've named your wolf yet. Or have
So I had come up with something and I had
Okay.
not given it its name yet.
you? Okay. They ask once
I don't
again, who you name?
Chance. Your name's Chance. I don't know why, but I think I remember that.
I accept. And I like it. Awesome. And with that, you are now able to pull the werewolf out whenever you want. And you are not beholden. You're already there. You're not beholden to shifting. Full moves.
All right.
Oh,
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that came back quick. Thank God.
For real. You're a little nervous about that one. Woo. Okay.
Scary.
Ooh. um. All right, so we'll try the full moon passed. Travel seems a little easier, a little more clear. You make it up to Kindle Landing. A little port town, beautiful port town here, and stop in to recharge. On this particular evening, there's terrible storm in the city. The waves are crashing, beating the land, the docks, the storm raging. As everyone falls asleep, Ivory, sorry, you find yourself standing on the edge of one of the docks here. A scene that feels all too familiar. Well, not the docks that things took place on for you. The scene itself, the rain beating across your face, this vast ocean swirling is lit up by lightning, crashes of lightning every so often, and heavy rolls of thunder. And rolling thunder changes to words as it rolls across the ocean toward you, miles and miles, reaching you. As Taikati speaks in your dream, you have awoken. You've not called on my power or pursued my ends. Speak. Waits a few seconds, then speak. Rolls across.
I don't want your power. Not anymore. You are made of violence and chaos and unrest. And I may not know who I am right now, but I know that's not me. I don't think that's ever been me.
I have given you power, given you direction. If you will not serve my vengeance, then my vengeance will be served upon you. Lightning strikes nearby the docks, but you stand firm in the face of it. Mm-hmm.
Don't even flinch is what I was about to say.
Nice. Boom! This huge crack overhead, bright light fills the space, and you wake up. Take a deep breath. Morning. Others are getting ready for the day.
Morning, Irie.
Oh, morning. Was there a storm last night?
Passed
Was
through.
there?
Yeah, a storm passed through.
Yeah, there was. One.
I thought I heard it thunder at one point. Wasn't sure if I dreamed it. Dreams are weird right now.
I can imagine.
Alright, so what's the plan for today?
keep traveling, I reckon.
Sorry, my thing that I can't say the name of thought I was talking to her.
What a silly goose.
What a silly goose.
Amazing. Okay. So, a couple knots in the neck and stuff from the sleep, Irie, but you wake up, you feel really good. Hmm. Go ahead and make, if you would, a wisdom saving throw, memory-wise, after experiencing that with Taikati.
25.
There's something that happened in that moment when Taikati spoke, and you felt it in your core, that vengeance, that familiar feeling of, yes, let's get back at the world. But why? The bombing, this, memories start unfolding back into your mind, one after another, all those feelings, everything you did after, with the experience, and after to just find your place in the world. But you've had this entirely different perspective for the past couple months, 2 or 3 months, this new fresh outlook, and you have your original set of memories have returned, and you have these new memories as well that overlap. And in that moment, you knew, like, this wasn't what you wanted, Taikati. And so you spoke that to Taikati. You pushed, and you have a great sense of relief this morning. Your memories have returned. They were tips their heads in the morning and such, and you're kind of recognizing everyone in the room, and you feel like readjusting this final piece of holding Taikati's will in your heart, and pursuing that and letting that go to pursue something new. This new you is full of new opportunities. So I'll let you role play out the morning if you like, since you've got all your memories back. Yay!
Oh.
I think I'm just kind of, after I ask about the storm and I kind of sit there for a second, Tuna just gets this like 1,000-yard stare for a hot second and stands up and says, "Where's Dia?"
In the kitchen.
I run into the kitchen.
What are you doing in the kitchen, Dia? What do they say?
Yeah, I am making breakfast. I'm trying to make a quiche for the first time, and I have gone through like too many cartons of eggs. It's like, it just seems like a more complicated breakfast pie. What does make any sense of this?
Is Ladra
kinda-
helping you?
No, I think I'm on a point where
Okay.
I'm like, I can try on my own.
Perfect.
Carl is on the counter. Definitely his little belly is just, he's still trying to eat, but he's definitely full because I've given him all the mess up
Oh,
quiches.
nice. You walk in as you hear Dia saying that. It just seems like a more complicated.
I just kind of like stop for a second, just kind of stand in the like doorway, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And I just kind of stand there and just kind of take it in for a second and say, "You're getting much better at that."
Turning around is like, just kind of confused for a second because they're just like, you don't know that and then I think the realization dawns on me, and happy to have you back, darling.
I'm happy to be back. And I just like run and just like pick her up and spin her a little bit.
Yes.
Yes,
Oh.
give me a kiss.
Oh, 100%. Now that they're
Oh,
fully
yeah.
back.
Oh, yeah.
Yes!
Like full romance movie. Like, yeah.
It's raining in the kitchen somehow. Yeah.
And I just go,
Oh.
oh shit, your quiches. I'm so
Oh,
sorry.
it's fine. The one in the other, it's fine. They're all ruined. It's good. We can order in.
Oh, I love it.
Oh god. I haven't told the others yet. I
Well,
panicked.
No, it's fine. It's perfectly fine. You've been through a lot. By all means, you can go tell them. I fully demand your full attention later tonight. So just go tell them.
I walk back into the main room and I just say, I told Taikati to go fuck himself.
Good. Shit, wait, what does that mean for your... No, you know what? Never mind. Good. Fuck that guy.
I remember.
I've never.
I guess
Oh,
it took
shit.
a lot of spite and a lot of I don't know what, but I remember.
I'm so proud of you.
Thanks.
Fuck Taikati.
Fuck Taikati, right? Like,
You don't need a higher power or whatever equates to that to control. Or I'm just so happy. I'm so proud of you. Most emotion I've had in a while.
Oh, nice.
does mean I don't think I can heal you for a while.
That's fine.
Ever. I don't
We'll
know.
be- No, it's okay. We'll be okay. We'll figure it
Oh.
out.
Okay. Ladrin's turning around and going through her spell book again.
I don't know,
Just,
maybe I
like,
can
rubbing her
figure-
back.
Maybe I can figure something out. Maybe I still have a little bit more and I try to cast light and I feel like it does not work.
No. Yeah.
I'll figure something out.
It's fine. Oh God, it's fine. I'm just happy to have you. Okay, so we need to do. Okay.
Eora's like rubbing her back and like rubbing out like stress knots. She already feels like are gonna build up. Because she's now seen her like stress read her spells.
I mean, to be fair,
Many times.
I do still know first aid.
That's helpful.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more time consuming.
A
Here,
little
do you
bit.
want a healer's kit that I
Ah,
don't
that would
remember
be
putting in my?
Wonderful. Thank you. At least I can have something helpful.
Okay, I'm taking it out of my inventory that I forgot it was in there.
Putting
And
it in
I'm-
mine.
Yes, give it to. Are we calling you? What do you want us to call you? Are we going back to
Oh.
Tuna or is it Irie? Like what? Hmm.
I mean, I'm fine with either, but I think Tuna's more me.
Okay.
Thank God, because I still had not adjusted to Irie.
It was gonna take me a minute. Okay. Healer's kit is gone.
Beautiful. Well,
I'm trying to find the healer's kit in the thing because I'm too lazy to type it.
nice. I believe in you.
Yeah, it's in there. It's in there.
Got it.
Oh, good. A beautiful day is had here in Kindle Landing because Tuna's back. Tuna's got their memories back, and it's wonderful. I'm gonna say, Tuna, that at one point later in the day, everyone, y'all restock and get your things. At one point, when you're outside or looking outside, Tuna, you're very accustomed to the spirit of the ocean. I sent you a couple Discord things too. Just
sorry,
you nope, no, you don't. There's 0 sorry needed. I just sent them, and they're just for your consideration anyway. You are very accustomed to the spirit of the ocean, the call of the glowing deep, the primordial that fused their spirit with the ocean. So when the ocean waves come in and cascade and recede, this spiritual force comes in like an extra 120 feet, washes over, protects the city, draws back out, and people pushes and pulls on people's souls. So people that are not accustomed to that get a little like soul sick, like for a few days. It takes a few days to adjust it. There's tattoos that people can get to like see the actual visual of this wave coming in because you can't see it,
Mhm.
feel it. Today, as though perhaps being courted by Nicole, you see the spirit of the ocean wash over the whole city. You see everything that is old and the day of tiredness, fatigue, mistakes, and otherwise washed away by Nicole that drags them unto themselves out in the ocean, leaving behind a fresh chance, fresh choices for the next day, fresh for the next, wave, fresh everything for everyone. And there's spiritual creatures within it swimming. The waves themselves are it's beautiful to behold. There's an iridescence to the waves, massive waves that roll over one another. There's no ominous feeling to this huge wave. It's peace. And as it washes over you, feel the texture of it across, your skin and your face, and you, for a moment, as it washes over you and pulls away those difficulties of the day, and as though reminding you it's all about what you do from this moment out with every wave. Now, from this moment out, any mistakes, any washed away, you feel peace. Nicole's doing a little courting after being privy to the experience from last night. So I'll just put that out there. Not that you have to do anything with it.
I think for now, Tuna's
Mhm.
gonna say, "Can I just have a bit of time, please?" Just kind of at the ocean.
Another peaceful
Coming out of the
wave.
kitchen. Of course, darling. Anything you need.
No, not from you, not from you.
Oh,
Gods, no, not from you.
I love it. Okay. Well, with that, after probably a little celebration and a late morning the next day, you all hit the road to make your way to God Eye Harbor. There's only 2 weeks left. About a week into your travel at nightfall, while everyone's resting, I'm going to quickly take us into our dreams. I'm going to start with everyone, and then there'll be a bit of a group up. So, Dia, you find yourself in a dream. You're in, you feel like you're in the, just outside the city gates of North Belmont. You have some refreshing feelings in your heart. Tuna's back. That's here with you, still in your dream. Um, you've reunited with your Tita Layla. There's this sense of calling in a number of different directions in your heart, just sort of like a tug at your soul. There's your aunt that you want to connect with and build something there. There's Tuna that you want to deepen and you're being tugged. There's your great grandmother that is there. New, you really haven't had the opportunity to build anything with them. And all of these tugs are in different directions initially, and then they all start pointing in one direction as though this is the direction to go to fulfill these things. And it's leads you into the woods down the path, rough hewn path. It starts out wide and then splits off to a couple smaller paths, a little more rough hewn. And you follow it and follow it and follow it for what feels like a good hour and a half, 2 hours of walking. It's like not usually your thing, but here we
It's
are.
always the woods.
Yeah, these are important goals, and you want to make these things happen. The defeating the 7 lost gods, all these things have sort of united in one front that lead you to a little bit off the path here. And evening is setting. Step through as it's getting a little harder to see. Dim light now. You step into an opening, and you see very prominently centered in the middle of this clearing, a gravestone, the grave that is dug completely open. Everything's leading you towards that. Do you approach in your dream?
I do.
As you approach, it's no mere gravestone and no mere grave. The grave is a set of stairs that descends into darkness as far as the eye can see. Your name affixed to the grave. You feel called down the stairs. What would you like to
Well,
do?
a bowl of water said I was gonna kill an egg, so let's see where this drink goes. Yeah, I go. I'll go down into my own grave.
Okay, you walk down, yeah, and it's a feeling as you're reading your name on the stone as you descend into the darkness. I'm gonna put a pin right there. Feora, you are having a dream of the early days of Avalon. There aren't buildings yet. It's wooden structures. It's it's gone from camp to like rough town off to the side to let's plan the city out and start organizing it. And that puts you, I think, in your late teens, early 20s. Um, so you have frolicking a bit. You're goofing around. You've got your siblings to care for, so there's work that needs to be done during the day. But you started to make some friends here as you've been, adopted into Thieves Guild, and it's just time for to blow off some steam. And it's a bit of a game of Thieves Guild game of hide and seek, uh, using the skills that you've learned. And it's fun. It's a lot of fun, and you're finding people left and right, until there's no one left to find. And there's a bit of like bittersweetness in it. You're excited because you're winning the game, but also you find yourself sort of left alone. Those that you've found have already returned to the city, and you feel a bit of the weight and the responsibilities on you, caring for your siblings. The thoughts and guilt of your parents, and this future ahead you. And then you remember, wait, I am not this person. And you sort of advance into the person you are today, the Feora of today. And much in the way of Dia's dream, you have these goals set. So many different goals. And the goals are so vast and widespread that you always feel pulled in 100 different directions at once. But in your dream, these goals all align, drawing you into a certain direction. There's foundations set up for some of these larger buildings of Avalon. They're drawing you over to one that has a little bit of framework up, foundation laid. You follow that pull. Walls are built here. There's no door fastened yet. You step inside, and in the dim light, you can see with your dark vision, in the center of this house in the dirt is a grave. This has your name on the stone, and it is a hole dug open with a stairwell leading down. And there's a sense of familiarity with this. You haven't seen something like this before, but it's really hard to put your thumb on it, your finger on it. Well, something just feels familiar about this space, this kind of energy, and it beckons you towards your goals, all aligned down the stairs.
I reach for my necklace and clutching it and go down the stairs.
Later, in your dream, you're trancing, but it does pull you into a sleep. You find yourself in a dream state. And you are initially back in your childhood, running around your home. There's some kids snickering and teasing, but you have a bit of your adult mentality, so you're like, yeah, whatever, fuck off. You don't really care the way it hit you as a kid. You're just really like, oh my gosh, these people. You're also seeing yourself as a child, your friend, your dear friend that would one day become your partner, and then fiance is there. But you're kids, and you're just living these memories of running and being free. And then you shift up to a time of loss. You begin remembering the loss of all this. And then you advance further to the healing. Talking with your fiance's mother in the woods and finding some closure and pulling some of that guilt off yourself. And moving forward. And you also find yourself, well, again, as you come into this feeling of you have these different goals, these things that matter to you, more so than just goals. It's things that hold value to you in your life. Obviously, answers for the vines and otherwise. Answers for your mother, your new partner, Mayora, your new friends. And as with the other two dreams, all of these begin to align and almost beckon you through the woods to another clearing where a similar grave site lay before you with your name on it and a stairwell down into the darkness. Beckoning you.
I mean, curiosity and all. Probably head down.
Okay. Tuna. Gosh, yours is more of a chaotic dream, I think, given all the rapid memory return, everything else. You're going through 2 lifespans. This whole, you relive everything from bombing upward to losing your memory, cycling back around with this whole additional life that revamps your point of view on things, that shifts with a more peaceful heart towards this whole new outlook on life. And you have things that are important, and you're weighing them differently now. But the importance of your friends, the importance of Dia, these things that you had just lost with your memory, have this extra weight to them now. You also have, more so than a goal, a question. This, what do I want? Where do I want to direct? Right, because you've got these big goals of overcoming these deities and everything else, but that's something that is like, okay, I live in this world, I don't want it to be destroyed. But, if I didn't have to do that, what would I want to do? Meet Calgoria? And so you also have this feeling of being drawn to all these goals in these many different directions that then unify. Walking a oceanside beach, cliffside on the other side, and around the corner you're being beckoned as all these things align into a shallow cave where you see the similar grave in the ground. There was down in your name.
I feel like Tuna doesn't even hesitate for a second. Just straight in, like, fuck it.
Let's do this. Nice. Hey,
Let's
Mabel.
do it.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. So, One by one, you've all descended the stairs, and it becomes just absolute darkness, a magical kind of darkness that you can't see through. But the steps are even, and so you know the pace, and you continue, and you continue, you continue that hole greater and greater and greater for the next, like, it's like 20 minutes of descending these stairs. Legs are getting tired. Until finally evens out. Oof, still dark. You feel a brief hallway, feel kind of a door opening up, and each one of you steps out into the same space. It's darkness at first, but despite the absence of light, you can see one another as though well lit. You hear a voice that is not one of yours. Well, before you hear the voice, you probably hear fingers snap as blue flames light up this oval room that you're in. Chandeliers hang with these blue flames that are dancing. It's a well-constructed room with white and gold tiles, a big set of scales on the back wall, and different, gosh, what do you call it? They're not tapestries, they're painted into like mosaics.
Frescoes kind of thing.
Thanks. Yeah. Of like ghosts and afterlife sort of images that you're seeing around here. And you hear a voice that you haven't heard just yet. Let's see. Oh, I do apologize for inviting you to come all the way here to see me. I just find it distasteful to enter another person's dreams without their prior go-ahead. And before you, you see a masculine figure standing maybe 6'2", 6'3". They have a really thinly trimmed beard, silver beard, thinly trimmed. Silver white eyebrows, and there's a sort of a floofy hair like mine. Same kind of hairstyle, just floofs down over one side, really, really thick. Thorns and roses over his tattoo sleeves that cover both arms and go up a little bit, up into the neck a little bit. He only has one eye open. The left eye has a terrible scar that runs almost vertically over the whole thing and just has it kind of sealed shut. But the other eye that is open, has white sclera, the white of the eye, but the iris is prismatic and iridescent. It has like an ever-flowing rainbow, basically, for the iris. You get sort of a fey energy from them, but they appear to be human. Yes. Well, my apologies to pull you from your dreams. Because they ended once you descended. You're in a very real place with me now, though, I assure you. Souls, anyway. I have to say, rarely does anyone come to me to ask a favor, but twice now, in the past 2 years, I've been asked to give you a helping hand, and I simply had to meet you all. I trust the true sight helped. And you remember the Reaper that was sent.
The Reaper!
Yes.
Sorry.
Hmm?
No,
Oh,
go
good.
ahead.
You're
Tia,
all
I'm
no,
sorry.
you're all here. Thank goodness. I walked into my own grave to get here. So, woo.
Oh, so we all did that. Good. Good to know.
Okay.
A bit of drama. I hope you don't mind.
Sorry, who are you? I don't mean to be disrespectful, but there's no point in beating around the bush.
Of course not. I like your directness. My name is Dakos. I'm in charge of my little creations that I sent to help. And, well, close friends with Death here. He's lent me the place.
Y'all are room renty buddies.
And I think with that, we'll end tonight's session because we ran a little bit late. And that's a pretty good place, I think, to. Yay!
Like, why was there blue flames on the wall? I was like, what's happening? No, we're just probably in the underworld. Cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
100%.
But super connected to you, Ladrin.
Well, maybe.
I feel like I'm losing my mind right now.
Oh, familiar is
Vaguely.
Yeah.
For like the few sessions that I joined that campaign.
Yep. That's it.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
not crazy.
my character from another
thought
campaign
so.
I got to play in.
Penumbra.
Penumbra. So.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. I was like, wait a damn minute.
I had this spot open. This person that is over the Reapers, right? And there's some other, like, they just said, they've been asked twice to look out for you. So someone else has now asked them to look out for you, and I'm like, this person's definitely going to want to meet these, but I hadn't really landed on what I wanted to do for the actual character. And I was thinking, I think I was talking to Lily the other day about something outside of that, and I'm like, every single beat that this person is, Dakos was like headed to be. And so I'm like, yeah, he's from another prime that's much later than he was there. And here we go. So Dakos.
Incredible.
I love it. All right, well, with that, we'll wrap up because I know we ran late. Thank you all so much, players, for hanging out late, and viewers as well. So nice to have you pop in, Fabled 42. Awesome. Thanks for hanging out. Let's see. Well, you've been watching Sundered Faete, our high fantasy and high drama D&D campaign, episode 47 tonight. Really awesome. Yeah, if you couldn't tell, it's high drama. Like after tonight, like the memory loss and all the other stuff. Beautiful.
Drama.
Yeah, so we stream every Tuesday night, 9 to midnight. So consider, if you had fun, giving us a follow, and you can be alerted to our stuff when we go live. We have other streams throughout the week, but we hope at least to catch you next week for some more Sundered Faete. Woo! Have a lovely night, everyone. See you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.